This is the finale of a 6-part video, so if you haven't watched the first 5 parts, it will make a lot more sense if you go back and watch them. And if you're all caught up, thanks and enjoy. Alright man, last one. Evil Dead Regeneration. Woo! Developed by Cranky Pants and produced by who other than THQ. Released September 13th, 2005 for the PS2, Xbox, and PC. So, there's only one Evil Dead game left, but I couldn't find it anywhere. It was produced by Palace Games and made for the Commodore 64. Unless you count mobile games. Oh man, that's a good one. Okay, let's get this thing started. Unlike the other games, this title makes up a whole new scenario where the cabin in the woods is the last thing that happened. In other words, the Army of Darkness never took place. Instead, Ash goes to Sunny Meadows, a hospital for the unstable. Then, Ash's lawyer, Sally, shows up to tell Ash that she believes him now, after getting her hands on Professor Noby's diary from the head doctor's office, Dr. Reinhardt. We are then introduced to Dr. Reinhardt, an evil German doctor obsessed with the Necronomicon. He then proceeds to open a portal letting out the Deadites in the hospital. You can finally play as Ash. The first weapon you find is a pistol dropped by a guard. Ash makes his way through the hospital and has to kill a bunch of Deadites along the way. Eventually, you find all of Ash's belongings and you get the chainsaw and boomstick, making it easy to turn the Deadites into nothing more than a gooey paste. Then you reach the first boss fight. Some poor sap that was shocked to death, and he's pissed, but easy enough to take down. Right after Ash dispatches him, he finds an empty room. But once inside, Professor Noby's ghost appears, just like he did in Evil Dead 2. Noby is much more helpful this time, warning him that Sally is in trouble and needs help to save Sally and stop Reinhardt's evil plan. This is when we learn about Sam, a Deadite that has been experimented on by Reinhardt, but he's not your average Deadite. Sam seems mostly human, but has the ability to die again and again and be able to come right back, making him useful for many different things, especially being an annoying loudmouth. The two are off, looking for Reinhardt to try to stop him, and the first stop is the cemetery where you learn to possess Sam's body to get to areas Ash is too big to fit in. Sam isn't totally worthless either. He can shoot energy and punch enemies, but don't rely on him overpowering too many things. He's still quite worthless compared to Ash's fighting skills. Ash and Sam work together well as a team. Ash can kick Sam into smaller enemies and let Sam deal with them. Or, if Ash kicks him into bigger enemies, it will give him time to attack while they're distracted. Not much later, Ash and Sam come across a Soul Eater. Noby shows up to instruct how to get past it. Sam needs to collect 3 imprisoned souls and feed them to the Soul Eater so they can just walk on by. Once you find the souls, Ash needs to escort Sam to the Soul Eater, then kick him in. Pretty self-explanatory stuff.
Good riddance.
What's a guy gotta do to open this thing?
Good peepers. Good boy. You want another one?
Maybe I can. Declare it.
If you say one word.
Once all 3 souls are collected, Ash and Sam are taken to another location, where you fight another boss. She isn't very hard either, though. You just kick Sam into her at the right times, and you'll be done before you know it.
Brave Sectorinos!
Whoa.
What the hell was that?
This happened before.
So Ash and Sam just keep going along trying to get Ash to the strongest that he could be by collecting souls, finding new weapons, and such. So pretty standard stuff. Yup. Later, you find out Reinhard has Sally and Nobi's diary. Time's running out for old Sally. Ash and Sam make it to an alternate dimension where the end of the game takes place. And, as tradition goes, I'm going to stop here so you can find out what happens for yourself without me ruining it for you. Okay, so it's a decent game. Evil Dead Regeneration is a hack and slash game that the controls are super easy to get a hold of, but it is easily the best looking game of all three. The amount of weapons that Ash uses in the game are pretty fun, ranging from a hook shot, chainsaws, to flamethrowers, and an array of guns including pistols, rocket launchers, and of course the classic boomstick. And the story is a light-hearted one with tons of humor, even though they do totally skip the Army of Darkness.
Oh, mighty book of the dead, why have you brought me to this place?
So an almost perfect game? Not really. As much fun as Evil Dead Regeneration is, there are definitely some flaws. First off, the game gets repetitive. Just like the original God of War games, you can only hack and slash for so long mindlessly before you need to change things up. Plus, the bosses are too easy. There was literally a boss I just ran around and shot with the boomstick until it fell down. I only struggled with 2 bosses, and that's just because I couldn't figure out what the pattern was right away. But once I did, I killed them quickly. The last and by far most annoying thing is Sam.
Why do you gotta keep busting my balls?
I like the idea of Ash having a partner, and it being a half-deadite one is genius, so he can have powers Ash doesn't. But this bastard is so beyond annoying. He literally never shuts the hell up.
Oops, my bad! You won't be needing this anymore! Ooh, this one's got lice! Look on the bright side, no more scalpage! Think it got bad, though?
And that's while Ash is telling him to shut up the entire game.
Just shut up, okay?
Plus, all of Sam's jokes suck. It's nothing but toilet humor and obvious physical humor. At first, it was fun, but by the second level, I couldn't kill the piece of garbage quick enough to make his mouth stop. Yeah, all good points. So, where does it fall on the scale? I'm gonna give Evil Dead Regeneration a 7 out of 10. With a much quieter Sam, I could have easily been 8.5. But all of Sam's stupid humor kept throwing me out of the moment. Alright, brother, this has been fun. But to help people not buy crappy stuff, what should we destroy? Well, this sumbitch for sure. What, that doesn't work anymore? No, it's got my digital copy of the Evil Dead remake on it. Oh, awesome. Well, I think we should destroy Evil Dead Hail to the King. Alright, let's do this. Alright, gamers, just remember to shop smart, shop S-smart. You got that? Alright, later, bitch! Boom, baby! Does Ash say that? I don't know. I think so. It just feels right. thanks for watching this crazy 6-part episode. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it, and I hope you learned some fun stuff about the Evil Dead. If you want me to do another special like this, let me know, and let me know what you thought about it in general. But until then, have a happy Halloween, have a freaking fun night tonight, and don't read any books bound in human flesh. That just never ends well.